Have you ever watched a movie where you think you get what the twist will be and who the killer is right at the start? And then you're sitting there going, hurry up, please. Do you just get to it? Because I know this is going. But then the movie throws a fucking curveball at your ass. And you're just like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Alright, it wasn't the twist, I guessed. Or the killer, I guess. But, oh, wow, that's actually pretty cool. And then, uh, and then there's Perfect Stranger, which is a 2007 supposedly sexy psychological thriller. It's directed by James Foley, and I thought that name rang a bell, and it does. He directed Glenn Ross. Fuck, I love that movie. Fear, which was an alright thriller at the time, if I remember it correctly. And then the two movies he did after this one were two of the 50 Shades flicks. So he's got good and bad. It's a screenplay by Tom Kormanicki. Sorry if I fucked that up. And it stars Halle Berry, Bruce Willis, and Giovanni Ribisi. So it's about this reporter who likes exposing powerful men who do bad things. And she thinks that this person, Harrison Hill, it's Harrison Hill, is some kind of murderer or something, murdered one of her friends. So she starts going online and have chats with him, gets a job at his workplace to try to expose him and all this kind of stuff. And there's one thing I knew really early. Potential spoilers. I knew that Bruce Willis's character would have nothing to do with it. And Saturday on the motorbike. And I knew that Giovanni Ribisi would be involved somehow. I was sort of right. Now, when you watch a movie that's supposed to be some kind of sexy psychological thriller, you expect sexiness. There are sexy people in it. But the movie's not sexy. There are no real psychological things. Like, there's no real cat and mouse sense of cat and mouse. There's no real sense of like scary tension. There are no thrills. In fact, you kind of sitting there going, can this movie hurry up? Like, or if it won't hurry up, can something happen, please? Can something happen? How about now? How about now? How about now? To see, the thing is, when you do a thriller, it's got to be thrilling. Got to be entertained. My wife jokingly said, I paused this, went to make a coffee, and she's like, how's the movie going? And I said to her, well, it's about a 2. And she said, well, you never know. Maybe it'll come good in like at the end. And I said, well, I've only got 10 minutes left, so it'd have to be pretty fucking good for me to give it a higher score than a 2. The ending's laid out. How it happened, why it happened, who did it. It makes sense. Yes, there were clues throughout the film, I guess. But the only thing it left me feeling was, okay. I mean, I guess that's not what I expected, but it's still pretty shit. You gotta have, I don't know, man, even if you're dropping red herrings, make them exciting. Make them interesting. And there's nothing exciting and interesting. Probably because, like, the man she's going after, Halle Berry's character, is like an advertising executive. So, yeah, the world of advertising and stuff. Wow, that's exciting and thrilling. I don't know really what else to say. It was just so boring in there. I'd say Bruce Willis is in about maybe about 15 minutes of this. Yeah. So this wasn't on my list of the typical shitty Bruce Willis movies, but this is like a big budget. Yeah, it's a big budget kind of thriller, which fails to thrill and gives you an ending that makes you go, fucking glad that's over. Nothing really happens. The movie never gets going. Bruce Willis is fine. Halle Berry's pretty good. Giovanni Ribisi is really good. The performances aren't bad. The story is. The twists are. The directing is. There's nothing that kind of stands out, you know. Usually when a movie has a twist, you'll be like, oh yeah, remember that twist? Yeah. I won't do that. But you know, there are movies, say Sixth Sense or Psycho or something like that, you know what the twist kind of ending is, and you're like, wow, that's really memorable, yeah. And then a twist like this happens, and you're just like, what? Luke, have you seen Perfect Stranger? I think so. What happens in it? Nothing. Give me like, dislike, share and subscribe. All that kind of stuff. This one could have been good, dudes. I didn't choose it because I thought it would be bad. I have the bad, shitty Bruce Willis movies that I chose on purpose, and then I have a few movies that were more big budget, A-list kind of flicks, where I'm hoping maybe I'll uncover a gem I've never seen before, or something like that. Yeah. Maybe next movie. Or the one after that. I'm starting to think you can count the amount of amazing to really good Bruce Willis flicks on one hand. I think because he's been in some really iconic, amazing movies that people think maybe he's iconic and amazing too. Not really.